VoodooDE.
What's up guys, welcome back to Virtual Reality. This is my first episode of the Virtual Reality and Augmented Reality weekly news. This is a first try. I will see how the people like it. I'm doing that since years on my German channel, so I will try this on my English channel. So listen to this first episode, watch it and tell me how you like it. So this week will be about HTC Vive Focus, Cosmos, the Oculus Quest on the GDC and F8 of course, and some new games that are announced. Very interesting. So let's have some fun with the VR and AR weekly news and let's go! Dramatic changes in the next 10 years for the PlayStation VR. That's what Sean Layden told us. He's a worker from PlayStation, from Sony, and he sees that in 10 years we have some very different VR headsets than from now. So what does he mean with that? Nobody knows. But for me, when I think about that, I think the whole virtual reality thing is going to be more mobile. So when you think about it, I guess that in 10 years or even in 5 years, the next PlayStation VR or the third or fourth generation will be usable mobile, so without any cables, but also can be connected to the PlayStation 5, 6 or whatever. That's what I think, and so you can take your headset with you. It will be smarter and lighter of course, and you can play like smaller games when you are not at home and the PlayStation games when you are at home. This is what I think, and I also think that Sony is not stopping the virtual reality stuff in their company. There were some rumors in late 2018 that says, oh, Sony is not so interested in VR anymore, but I don't think so. we saw all these patents of new controllers and stuff. I think they will continue to push virtual reality. Perhaps there will be a Nintendo Switch VR version this year. These rumors came up in the last weeks, and also there were some rumors that a huge amount of known Nintendo Switch games will come to VR as well. So if you imagine like games like Astrobot Rescue Mission, Jump and Runs from the PlayStation VR, these are really cool. So I can also imagine that we can play Super Mario with VR. This would be really awesome. So how will this work? There will be no separate VR headset for the Nintendo Switch. It will be something like the Google Daydream or something like that, where you push the Nintendo Switch in, and then the screen is splitted and we can see a 3D image. So the next question is how will the tracking work? I think it will be 3 degrees of freedom. The Nintendo Switch doesn't have any camera, so I think it will be a low-end VR headset, but that's not a problem. Whatever VR pushes is good. If there is some news about this, I will tell you as soon as possible. The Varjo VR-1 was announced this week. So they told about a very high resolution display and mirrored display and stuff, and this sounds very good, but let's see how that works. So we have two displays, one standard display with a pretty normal resolution, and one display or two displays at the sides that are mirrored into your view. So you see a little part of your view. For now that's only the front of the view. That is high resolution. So, but you will see the difference between the two displays because the manufacturers are not the same. So the colors and brightness is a little bit different. You will see that. They will try to fix that. So this sounds okay because it has also integrated eye tracking. But when we look to other things of this headset, like the field of view of only 87 degrees. This is, I think, the smallest field of view I've ever seen. This is not for gamers, guys. Forget about this thing if you want to play games, even if you are rich. This is not for gamers. So this is perhaps for companies that want to show very detailed stuff, or training simulations. This is pretty good, where you don't need the ultra immersion. You only need to see some stuff for your training or for your customers. This could be better. So if you look at this comparison, this is really sharp image, but forget about it, because you will only see like this part of the screen. However, this is good for VR, because every invention, every stuff will be very good for the for the VR industry. So we should really look forward to that. But as you perhaps know, I'm one of the guys that will test the upcoming X-Style headset for gamers from VR Engineers. So we will really need to look at this. Very interesting. Will Microsoft stop the Windows mixed reality headsets? Perhaps. So on the German side, VoodooDE, they told us that Microsoft is finishing or closing the affiliate program for the Windows mixed reality headsets, and this is not good. This is not good in my opinion, because we know that the Windows mixed reality headsets are not spreaded so much around the world like the PlayStation VR Rift or Vive or stuff. So perhaps Microsoft will say now, okay, we tried, but we didn't make it, and we will stop that. I don't know, I don't hope so. However, they will of course focus on the HoloLens 2 for now. I will of course report about that as well. This is the Vive Focus Plus that was announced this week. And what is the difference between the normal Vive Focus? As you perhaps saw on my channel, I tried the Vive Focus, and it was okay. It was not the highest blast, but it was okay. But what I really missed was the 6 degrees of freedom of the controllers. And now we have this with these controllers you see here on the picture, these guys here. So they are of course recognized by the integrated cameras here of the Vive Focus. And I'm really looking forward to try this. Of course, I guess this will be more expensive than the Oculus Quest. The Oculus Quest will be $400, and I think this, as we know it from HTC, it will be more expensive. We should try the difference. I will see. However, Vive told us that's the future of business. So this is not intended for gamers, but however, the Pimax OLED was also not for gamers, and it's pretty okay. Yeah, we will see. I will try this for you as soon as I get a chance for that. HTC showed us a new trailer, a new short trailer about the Vive Cosmos controllers. Look at this. So they are really beautiful, aren't they? Look at the thumbsticks, look at the cool lights. This is nice. That's it. So very short, but when we think about it, the Oculus Quest has 4 cameras, but only in the front. So the Vive Cosmos has 2 cameras in the front and 2 at the sides. So there is a small chance that perhaps the tracking is even better than the Oculus Quest. But I don't know. I saw the Vive Cosmos at the CES in Las Vegas, but I was not allowed to try it. So I'm really looking forward to a comparison between the Oculus Quest and the Vive Cosmos. I will get them at home, both of them, so I can show you a good comparison between them. I will see the tracking and the games, of course, and I'm really curious about the price. So the Quest is $400 and I'm pretty sure that this one is more expensive, but perhaps it's even better than the Oculus Quest. We don't know, but we will see. The German news page VoodooDE wrote that on the Mobile World Congress 2019 in Barcelona, Letin AR shows a new type of augmented reality lenses. So the difference is that we have 3 different levels of focus. We can quick watch that in this, or see that in this video. So look at this. This is the same level, this pet here or whatever that is, and look at the Letin AR augmented reality implementation. This is focused, and with conventional lenses it's not focused. So the 3 different levels are really cool. This is much more immersive, of course, and the cool thing is that we can use it in every headset. Unlimited resolution and unlimited field of view. So they will ship this to developers of AR headsets this year, and then we will perhaps see very cool augmented reality headsets with ultra big field of view and high resolution and stuff. This is really cool. Letin AR. If your Oculus Rift doesn't show any more sound, perhaps you can get help from Palmer Luckey himself. So this is really awesome. He sends free repair kits for the Oculus Rift. So some people have the problem that one or both of the phone on both sides are broken. This is because of the connection from the headset and the speakers here at this point. So what you have to do is open a ticket to Oculus, and if you are out of warranty, they will tell you, oh no, this is not possible, you have to buy a new one or what. And then you send the ticket number to Palmer Luckey. Here's the link to his blog, and then he sends you a free repair kit for the Oculus Rift. This is so cool. This is really good that he's doing that. He's a cool guy. I met him at the at the CES in Las Vegas, and he's really cool. Awesome. So if you have problems with that, just write him and then you are good to go, I think. So this is really easy to fix. There's no something that you need some technical information about that. Just put it in there. It should be easy, he said. Oculus showed some new scenes from Asgard's Wrath, the upcoming 30-hour gameplay RPG, VR RPG, and they told us some information about the asynchronous multiplayer mode. So first that I can tell you is that this game is not only about arena battles. There's not one arena, next arena, next arena. No, this is a open RPG game. So I wouldn't call it open world. So we have some areas where we can move around, and then the next area and stuff. But there will be a companion that looks like a little bit like a frog, and he can help us with some quests, get us some hidden stuff and so on. And this is really cool. I'm looking forward to that. Also, look at the combat scenes. This is physically correct if you cut off the head and stuff. Wow. Yeah, this is the companion here. And all things will be physics based. Really cool. So the asynchronous multiplayer mode. This is something I've never seen before. So you can imagine if we are playing this game and we die. We will die, I think. Somewhere we will die, and we just start at the last checkpoint. But the place where we died, there will be a marker like a soul or something, and this marker will be seen by other players that are playing this game, and they can see this as a quest and complete the fight that we didn't make because we died. And then if they solve the quest or the the puzzle that we didn't do or the fight, then they get some bonus equipment or stuff. This is how I understood that. So very interesting. I've never seen this before. I will of course take a look at this game as soon as possible. This is so awesome. There are some new informations about the Skell Games game Until You Fall. So this studio also made I Expect You to Die, which we all know was a very good game. Very cool game. And now we know that Until You Fall will be a roguelike dungeon crawler. So what does that mean? So we proceed into a dungeon more and more, deeper and deeper, and fight enemies, gather loot, gather experience and stuff. And when we die, we are dead. We have to begin from the start. So, but when we start again, we have more. Our character is better because we looted some stuff or something like that. So this is a roguelike dungeon crawler. It's the same like In Death. You know the bow and arrow game where we die and start from the beginning. So the game Until You Fall will be about sword fighting and magic weapons. Seems pretty cool, and perhaps it will also come to the Oculus Quest. Facebook and Oculus promise new updates and features for the Quest and the old Oculus Rift, and that will happen on the F8 conference or the GDC in California this year 2019. So everybody is expecting that the Oculus Quest will be available at this date of the F8. So the 13th of April at around 10 a.m. US Pacific time. So there will be a huge announcement. Perhaps then there will be the pre-order site and we can all pre-order. Of course, I will also pre-order this thing, or Oculus sent me one. I hope they will send me one, of course, because I'm really curious about that thing. However, I already tried this Oculus Quest. I made a video about this. You can find it on my channel, and this is very awesome. Very awesome headset. We can all looking forward to that. So on the GDC there will also be some new games announced and playable. So I got an invitation and accreditation for the GDC, but I think I will not go there because of my full-time job. I cannot do that perhaps, but also I already tried the Oculus Quest, so it's perhaps not so important for me to be there as well. But I really try to look forward, try to get the Oculus Quest as soon as possible when it's out. Also, the German VR news page Frodo wrote that Microsoft will announce the HoloLens 2 today at the Mobile World Congress in Barcelona, and this will be really awesome, guys. They will show this online, so we can check out the here if you click this link here, you get to the Microsoft page, and then you will find the live stream for the announcement. I tried, of course, nearly every AR headset, and all of them had a very small field of view, but perhaps the HoloLens 2 will do better. We will see. I will tell you about the HoloLens 2 as soon as it is announced today. Sniper's Ground will be a very realistic sniper multiplayer simulator. So we have to think about the wind and ballistics, and we have to hide in grass or something. We have to lay on the ground, and we have really to consider when we pull the trigger. So there's also a trailer, but please, this is not the final graphics of the game, of course. This is only a concept. No graphics card can show this graphics, of course, in VR. It's impossible for now, but it looks very interesting. So I can't remember if there is any game like this where we have a realistic sniper simulation. So cool, look at this. So we are in a team perhaps, and we have to cover ourselves from other enemies, and have to look every detailed stuff of the world, so we don't miss our enemies. There's one dead. Run, run, run. I'm looking forward to that. If you want to support this, go to the Patreon's campaign, and you can support him. When we talk about the Patreon's campaign, I also have a Patreon's campaign. So if you want to support me so that I can do more English videos, for now I cannot do every German video also in English. It's impossible because I also have a full-time job. I need a 30 hours day to do that. But if you want to support me, perhaps I can do my full-time job half-time sometime in the future. And if you want to do that, you can do that from $1 per month. Just go under this video and then you find the link to the Patreon campaign. For now, the Patreon campaign is in German, but I'm thinking about to start a campaign also in English for you guys that don't understand German. What do you think about this idea? Would be awesome if you write it under the comments. Sniper's ground, guys. Okay guys, that was my first weekly news on my English channel. This is a first try. I cannot promise that I can do this every week because of my full-time job and stuff. If you like this and if you want to see more of that, please write under the comments and give me thumbs up what you think about this. Is that okay? How is the length? Do you want more details or less details? Just a short or a long weekly news? Write it under the comments, would be really awesome. So thanks for watching and see you next time in virtual reality. See ya!
VoodooDE